When your best friends are strung out, you do everything you can, cause you're never gonna let it get you. Find it all around. Yeah, you say it's what you need and hide your eyes when you're close to the feeling in the clouds. Well, you wanna know that you no matter where you want to go. And upside down. Then it comes in waves, but it's hardest from the start. The choices that you make affect you for the rest of your life. Sometimes it feels like
Right, so today is going to be a games room tour. Man cave, games room, whatever. You've seen it before many times. It's changed an awful lot. It's gone down to like a little bit of a movie room. There are still games in there, there's consoles in there as well. But mainly the games are downstairs. I've got Xbox One S and a PlayStation 4 downstairs. But the rest are in there. Or they're up in the loft, up there. So I've got my retro systems up there, which I'm actually toying with getting rid of. Oh dear. So if you come this way, I'll lead you onto my games room.
Right, I'm going to turn the camera around so you can see what I want you to see, and not this ugly mug. Liverpool top. Anybody else? I have got two football teams. I've got Bristol Rovers and Liverpool. Reasons being, in the 1970s when I was hatched, when I was brought up, my dad followed Everton, my best friend followed Everton, my other best friend followed Man United, and I wanted to go against the grain and start supporting Liverpool. In 1986, I think, Bristol Rovers moved to Bath, which is where I'm from, and literally became a local team. So I started going down to watch them, and obviously it's caught on by then. So I have got two football teams, but the love for them is on a par. If they ever played each other, it'd be Bristol Rovers because they're the underdogs. They're the team I go and see the most. I've never been to Anfield, which I'm hoping to put that right pretty soon. And but I love both teams equally. Rovers probably actually when I say equally, Rovers probably more than Liverpool. But I follow Liverpool. I support Liverpool. But if they ever play each other, which they're a long way away from playing each other, it's Rovers for me. So I'll change camera so you can see what I'm looking at on the walls.
As you come into the room, we still have the movie wall, which literally are these posters up here. They were all over the wall. That's my hand, all over the wall. But as you can see, I've moved a couple of sort of like A3, A1 posters up there, or A0, whatever they are, film posters. So it's still a movie wall, but it's changed slightly. And then we've got, obviously, Ghostbusters. That's me, clearly. With Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd and Sigourney Weaver. Harold Ramis is there. And no Winston Zedmore. Funny. As pointed out by Interghost on that poster. So, alright, and then we've got Return of the Living Dead Part 2. Such a great film. Such a cheesy 80s horror film. Down here, we've got a poster from Alley Cat Graphics, which I will, if I remember, I'll pop a link in below. They're fantastic. Such good artwork. That's a Jason one, and up the top here, which I'll come to in a second, I've got Nightmare on Elm Street one, which is awesome. So that's the Empire Strikes Back poster that I had delivered. Picked it up. I wasn't very happy with it initially because I thought it was quite grainy, but it's kind of grown on me, and it doesn't look as shit as I really first thought. And of course, it is going to be a reprint. It's not going to be an original of anything, so because it's so old. But yeah, quite happy with that. Happy with the frame as well. I think the frames I got from HMV. These, the Star Wars, the smaller ones, I got from HMV. They were all purpose built, and I think they were 25 quid each. But they're quite nifty. So yeah, the movie wall is still there. I've still got some posters on the other side, but I'll come to those in a second. Then we're coming around to my unit. It's a bit of a mess, sorry. Let me turn the light on. Right, so down here we have got the Sky Q box. We've got another Xbox One. Down here with all the fucking cables, look at that. Cable management needed there. I've got my router. I've got my modem behind there. Good old Virgin. I got a couple of books there. So I'm just going to turn it to one side. So we've got the Star Wars Annual 2016. Star Wars, the original trilogy costumes. That's an awesome book. Neither of these two have been opened, but some of the designs on this book here, you can see them on the back. So it's got all the sort of like all the outfits on there, and everything is kind of like original artwork inside. Got these last Christmas. Still not opened it. Sucker. I must open it soon. And I bought this. Actually, my wife got this for me last Christmas as well. The Ultimate Visual History. Awesome. Guinness World Records 2016 Gamers Edition. Then we've got FIFA Football, the story behind the video game, and that's basically all the FIFA games on there. Got my Tannoy Subwoofer down there. What else? Some Jaws was shit. That's my lens for my Sony A500. This here is a Funko Pop that my good friend from Funk Pops store sent me, Matt. I will be doing an unboxing of this later on. Hopefully get it up online over the weekend. But what's inside this, I've had a look and he is amazing. Absolutely love him. Yeah, Funko Pops are quite creeping back into my life a little bit. So I'm going to take over. I'll show you what Funko Pops I've got left over there. But this is, anybody that knows me, I'm into Philips Hue bulbs. Now this is a cheap MPOW bulb, which is in this lamp here. I'll show you it turned on, but I can't change it. It's basically colour similar to the Philips Hue, just not as powerful. But then it was 12 quid. And I think the Philips Hue ones are 50 quid. So this down here is basically an LED set that I got sent from China to review randomly. So somebody contacted me on my Gashead Steve Facebook account to say, like, would you like to review these for us? And I was like, yeah, absolutely. Send away. And they sent them and they didn't seem to work. So bit of a nice enough guy, bit of a conversation with him. He said, look, can you cut the LEDs down to size and so on and so forth. Bit of a ball ache if I'm totally honest with you, but I will do it one day and I will sort of like pop a video up for him, definitely. But as it stands, they do not work, so can't really review something that doesn't work. Can't really give it a positive review either, so I have told him that, which is a bit unfortunate because I thought that was going to sort of like lead on to companies sending me loads of things and I can review things and, you know, get free stuff online and things like that. And well, it's the start of disaster. That's what it is. So that's a little like tablet. That's me with my iPhone 7 and my Joby. Is it Joby? Jabba? Joby Gorilla Pods thing holding my camera. Down here we've got Rocky 4 soundtrack. I'll show you my LPs in a second. Rocky 4 soundtrack on top, and that is actually on the disc there. Then I've got a Ion record player, which is kind of like a cheap and nasty one, but it does the trick for what I want. Then I have an Onico amp, which it basically upscales everything to 4K. It's 5.1, which I've got 4.1. Oh, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5.1 on the surround sound in this room, which might be a little bit of overkill, but hey, c'est la vie. And then we come down here to my albums. Right, so down here, I've got the Ghostbusters soundtrack and the Living Daylight soundtrack. It's kind of tucked away down there. And I've got the Vamp LP. Love that film. Star Wars LP. Empire LP. That is something that my lovely daughter Maddie made for me for Christmas. Love that. Personal. Won't go into that, but absolutely love that. It's probably my favourite Christmas present last year ever. Return of the Jedi. Force Awakens. That's got the 3D TIE Fighter and the Millennium Falcon on it. And then what on a retro tip Pete picked up for me, the Golden Axe 2-disc. It's not 2-disc, it's 1 and 2 soundtrack there. So this there is a tripod for my light that I picked up the other day, which you saw on the second vlog, was it? second vlog, yeah. Down here is pretty much a mess. Yeah, pretty much a mess. These pictures here I picked up from the Comic Con that I went to a month or so ago, and they were 445er, which I thought was quite good, so I'm going to get a frame for those. And they fit in the same frame as the Alley Cat Graphics Friday the 13th, so which I do quite like. I like those. And 445er, it's like things like that in events, you know, you're going to pay quite a lot. So there's my Snowball Blue. Hasn't had an 8 in yet. Actually, tell a lie, it has had an 8 in. I used it when I done the video for Daniel's Splatterhouse review, or the voiceover for his comic Splatterhouse review. So that was good fun. Then we moved down. I've got a blue pillow. Then I've got a pillow that my wife bought me last Christmas again. Is it a Star Wars one, or is it a Indiana Jones one? So Lego Star Wars, Lego Indiana Jones, can't really go wrong there. There is my right speaker. This poster here, it's pretty funky. I got from I can't remember what they're called now. I advertised on Facebook and sort of like Instagram, all over the place. Let me have a look. It's metallic, so basically you've got a magnet. You pop it on the wall like that. There you go, display. And then you just pop it back up like so, and hopefully it hangs there. So I really like this. It's got loads of film characters from the last like 30 years or so. Fucking hell, 40 years or so maybe. Well, it's got Charlie Chaplin over there, so probably about 100 years or so. Really liked it, but very expensive for what it is. A bit disappointed with that. So in regards to the size, I was hoping it would go above my telly, but it never did. So bit more part of my movie wall. Boba Fett signed that for us. Coming along, I've got Avengers Assembles poster there. Got a Star Wars Force Awakens poster there. Blown away by that film, to be honest with you. Great stuff. Got my Jason masks, which I featured before on here, and they're quite cool. Quite cool. And I've got behind Jason, got Brian Blessed. Gordon's alive. Signed picture there. Then I've got Eve. What's her surname? Eve from Torchwood. She was lovely, really nice person. Really fun, sort of like joking, sort of exactly what you want from a celebrity. Really down to earth, and yeah, she was lovely. Then I've got the late great over there, R2D2, signed. Now we're coming into my Funko Pops. I've got these little pictures here, these little postcards from my sister for my birthday, I think. So then we obviously got the Funko Pops. We've got Slimer, Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, Hulk, Predator. Stu, you like that one, mate? And then I've got Star Wars back there, Robocop, the Crow, you can see his eyes, Jigsaw, Alien Queen, awesome, Michael Myers, Chucky, Boba Fett, Darth Vader, Pinhead, good old Jack Burton. Then I've got Marty's mum behind there. Bit of a story behind this. I went into, it was another Comic Con that Lee, Retro Chef, got me into, and I went to sort of like buy signatures because I like signatures and so on and so forth. It was 25 quid, and I thought, fucking hell, I need something from Back to the Future, because it was Back to the Future theme, you know, Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd were there, but they were charging Michael J. Fox was like 200 quid odd, and it was like, yeah, I love Back to the Future, but maybe not 200 quid's worth. So, and Leah Thompson was only 25 quid, so it was like, well, yeah, go on then, might as well. And it turns out he was for a photo shoot, which obviously you can see there. So I was a bit kind of like, not embarrassed, but a bit disappointed. I don't get starstruck, it's not that kind of thing, but I just wanted a signature, you know, of something like a picture from her from Back to the Future, and I got a picture of her, but it's not signed, but it's a picture of her. Hey, nice lady, very sort of like bland, and she knew what she was doing, I think. You know, come in, take a picture, go off, so on and so forth. So, Freddie, and that's, people have seen that already. Robert England, Freddy Krueger, basically walked in. He said, right, stand there, turn around. So I did. He grabbed hold of my tassels, and that's the picture I got, which I absolutely love. So that is class. Thank you very much for that, Robert, if you're watching. Yeah. A couple of steelbooks there. The Incredible Hulk, that was a bit of a mission to get hold of. Cliffhanger, Back to the Future, Robocop, the 3D anniversary of The Force Awakens. So I have got the steelbook at the top as well. And then probably one of my favourite horror films of modern day. Well, it's not even modern day, is it? Bloody old. Fright Night 2, the digibook. It's German, but it's the only way I could get Fright Night 2, so hey ho. It's not in German, I can watch it in English, but yeah. And then we've got a few games on the end there. I've got more of my PS4 games downstairs because that's where my PS4 is. It's all downstairs and so on and so forth. So then we move along the top. I won't go into this in too much detail because I will do a complete tour of my Blu-rays at the top there. But as you can see, getting more and more into my films. So Arrow releases. If you're into horror films and you're into sort of like classic horror films, Arrow releases. Arrow Video, they're called Arrow release Blu-rays. Get your words out. Really, really good company. So yeah, look out for them. And then we come along, and we start on steelbooks. Terminator 2. That's rare as fucking hen's teeth. That is. Yeah. So again, I will go into more detail when I do a Blu-ray video. So Chekhov's at the end there. Sulu. He signed that for me. I met him. It's Sci-Fi Weekender down in Wales. Then we come around, almost done. Then we come around, and this awesome picture here of Kylo Ren I got from B&Q. It was reduced. It was a tenner. It's got a mark on it, but it actually looks like it's part of the design from back here. So I wasn't that bothered with that mark. So I love that, and that was. What? It was a tenner? I think it was a tenner. It was like perfect size to go above the telly as well. So then we've got my Sony Bravia 40-inch telly. Obviously there's side speakers there. Speakers are overkill in this room, but if you ever sit down and watch a film, it's fucking amazing. It blows you away. So the visuals on the TV is really good as well, even though it's LED. Sorry, an LCD, not an LED. So. And we've got my little clone trooper. No, he's not a clone trooper. He's a... What are they called? Stormtroopers? First Order Troopers. My bad. Then we've got my little babe in the corner there that Pete sent me on the retro tip again. Q4 RAF arcade stick for the PS3, Xbox and PC. This little unit here I got from Matt Bland's. My wife done that. She must really love me. But I like that for a little light box, and anybody who watched my video the other day seen that I put like now showing Fury Road on there, so it's like a little cinema box, but all the letters are in the back. It's battery powered, so there's no wires needed. And I think that was 15 quid, so again something novel. Nothing too sort of like cool, but cool enough. So then we've got my Gears of War Xbox 360, which I picked up from Paul Bradley a couple of years ago. Xbox, that's got all the emulators on and everything like that. Then we've got my Wii U. Hasn't been used for ages and ages since I bought it off of James Monkey Spaz, because I haven't got a controller. So a little you know, the sort of like hand controllers, not the nunchucks, but haven't got a controller for that. So if anybody has got one and they want to send it my way cheaply, then please feel free to get in touch, because I would like to get that back up and running. So, and then we've got my ill-fated, non-jailbroken PS3. Don't think I've got anything down there. You can have a look anyway. Yeah, it's just power. Right, so that is pretty much it all. I'll show you Back to the Future. I've had that for donkey's years. And the Rocky 4 one. Again, donkey's years. But at the top here, I've got my Night on Elm Street Alley Cat Graphics. Turn that off. Alley Cat Graphics poster, and that I love. I think that's a damn sight better than the Night on Elm Street, the Freddy one. Get your words out. The Jason one, the Friday the 13th ones that I had down here. Right, so yeah, that's it for the room tour. Hope you enjoyed that. I will do a Blu-ray, a full Blu-ray video soon at some point. Again, tomorrow is the last day of the vlogs, so I think I've got car boots, so I'm hoping it's not going to rain, because I don't want that washed out again like I was going to do that last week. And then I'm back at work on Sunday, so tomorrow is the last day for the vlogs, and I hope you've enjoyed them. Sorry about the odd two that I've kind of had to find filler, just because I've made my commitment to the 9 days. But hey, you know, it was good fun while it lasted. Views have been quite good. The interaction has been quite good. So actually, the interaction has been really good. A few people that I spoke to that I haven't spoken to for ages, so that's nice. Got some positive feedback as well as negative ones. But hey, you know, feedback is good, as I like to say. So guys, thanks a lot for watching, and I will speak to you in tomorrow's vlog. If there's any sort of like feedback that you guys want to give me on these vlogs, or you guys want to give me on anything, or if you want to give me a Wii controller, I don't know, maybe you do, maybe you don't, but yeah, let me know in the comments below. And again, thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I will see you in tomorrow's vlog, the last vlog.